Got cheeseburger from Gordon Ramsay Burger.
Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I get let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas.
Good morning everyone and welcome to day 2 of Las Vegas. We had a really good night's rest, ready to attack a very long day of tournament grinding. I was a little bit scared straight this morning as a couple of experienced players told me that I needed to rush here and register really quickly as the lines can get crazy, but when I got here it took me about 30 seconds to register. So today we have come to the Aria. We are playing the $1,600 No Limit Holdem Championship. I'm really excited. Now we've come here for breakfast. This is the very famous Salt and Ivy Cafe. Of course, as a single traveler, it's a lot easier to skip some queues, as when I arrived there was a really long queue, but I managed to come straight here to the bar solo, and we're gonna have some breakfast before going back downstairs for the tournament. For breakfast this morning, or rather like brunch, we've got the famed shrimp and grits with a poached egg in the middle. Yeah, I'm probably dead. Good luck, guys. Okay, well, we are out on level 2. I feel pretty ill. I mean, I really was cruising. I had a great table and just so sick that that something like that has to happen on this stage. So the hand that pretty much took 99% of my chips, there was an open in the cutoff. I looked down at red kings on the button. The open, we were playing 200, 300 blinds. The open was to 700. I made it 2,500 on the button. The big blind, a relatively old man who hadn't been that active, makes it 6,800 out the big blind. Folds to me and I just call. The flop comes ace king 10, which my eyes is great. I'm hoping he has something like ace queen or ace king even, but obviously being a cold 4-bet, aces is certainly a part of his range. So he continues with a bet of 5,500. Of course, no need to really raise, as I think if he was bluffing, it would just get him to fold. And if he does have something like aces, we would just be getting it in behind. So I flat. Turn was a 7. He barrels for 13,000, and I again decide to flat, leaving myself 20,900 back. The river was a 6, so the board completely bricks out. Queen Jack, I don't think he would ever cold 4-bet there, so I'm really not concerned about that. And he fires 20,000 on the river. So really the only hands I think he can have is aces, which I lose to, and ace king, which I beat, as well as I think there may be a tiny possibility that he has 10s, as well as a hand like ace queen suited. I'm just not good enough to fold, even though my gut feel really was screaming that I wasn't going to win. I make the call, and he of course rolls over aces. I got my last remaining chips in briefly after, and we are buster. So I'm immensely disappointed. We are going to look at what cash games are available and plan the rest of our day.
Flashback.
A couple of experienced players told me I needed to rush here really quickly as the lines can get crazy. Unfortunately, pretty much all the games at the Aria now are the high stakes games, which we won't be playing. So I just walked through the Cosmo over to the beautiful Bellagio, and I put my name down for PLO and Holdem, and whatever we get first, we're gonna hop into. So I did call ahead. There is still a 1 hour wait list for either the Holdem or PLO game. So in the meantime, we're gonna do a little bit of exploring, go get some food possibly, but our first stop is the breathtaking Bellagio Conservatory. Okay, so for lunch we've got a cheeseburger that I added avo to from Gordon Ramsay burger. Comes with some fries. Looking forward to having this and hopping in cash at Bellagio after. We are now satisfied, we got energy. That burger, it was very good, I won't lie, but you cannot beat South African meat. So now we're making our way back to the Bellagio. Gonna try hop in the PLO game. I hope that they didn't kick me off the list because I am possibly a little bit later than my name would appear at the top. But hopefully I can use a bit of influence to it. We are finished at Bellagio. We played the 1-2 pot limit Omaha. It was a really great game. We played for 5 hours. We initially bought in for 500, but the game was really big, and it's quite unique in that it's a 1-2 game, but the bring in, or if you want to limp, the minimum is 5. So it is basically a 2-5 game. So we're in for 500, but we almost immediately added on for another 500, and we cashed out 3,660. So that's a really good day. We covered a little bit of the loss from the Aria tournament this morning. We have our next tournament starting at 10 a.m. So we're going to make our way back to Paris, see if there's anything on for tonight that won't keep us awake for too long, and we'll see how it goes. Didn't really help myself, so I bought 2 decks. They are really cool. They're used decks, so they're decks that were used in World Series events. It's unknown which actual events they're used in, but I think it's quite cool and a bit nostalgic to be able to take home an actual work deck from the World Series of Poker. I was so enamored with excitement over seeing all of those poker royalty that I totally forgot to go have dinner. My plan was to come and check on Chad, who is still in the Colossus, unbelievably deep run. He is nearing the top 100 players from a 19,000 man field, and he took me into the Horseshoe, and there was the 10K Stud 8 Championship happening, as well as the final table of the 25K PLO, which Brian Rast, one of my poker heroes, was chip leading. I took a photo with a couple of poker players, which was really, really cool. Brian Rast was awesome, and I stayed to watch the end of the day of that, which took about an hour and a half. Went back to check on Chad. It is now midnight and I'm actually pretty starving, so we're gonna see what is still open and available for me to get, just something little to sustain me through the night till tomorrow. Okay, that's it for day 2 in Las Vegas. See you all tomorrow.